Chill. Go to the sidewalk now. Go to the sidewalk. Want to go with him? Go to the sidewalk now. Okay. No, I'm chilling.
For nearly an entire day, social media was in absolute meltdown mode. People were convinced this was it, the moment Jack Doherty would finally face real consequences. Feeds were flooded with celebration posts, memes, and jokes, like the internet had just witnessed a permanent downfall. Some were acting like a judge had locked him away and thrown the key into the ocean. A lot of viewers weren't just amused, they were hopeful. Hopeful that seeing Jack behind bars, even briefly, might finally humble him. But reality hit fast. He wasn't gone for long, not even close. Jack posted bond and walked right back out, free within hours, as if nothing had happened at all. And that's where the irony really kicks in. While people were too busy celebrating, very few actually bothered to look into what he was arrested for or what those charges could realistically turn into, because depending on how this case unfolds, this situation may not be as harmless as people think. We're talking about charges that could stack. If things go the wrong way, Jack could be looking at consequences far more serious than a night in a holding cell. In a worst-case scenario, this could stretch into years, not days. Here's what actually went down. Jack Doherty was arrested in Miami and hit with multiple charges: drug possession, resisting law enforcement, and causing a public disturbance. It wasn't one mistake. It was a chain of decisions that spiraled out of control. According to reports, officers asked him to step onto the sidewalk, a basic request. Instead of complying, Jack allegedly escalated the situation. Witnesses say he became confrontational, loud, and reckless, treating the moment like content instead of a real-world interaction with police. Some accounts even claim he tried to challenge officers, as if it were a showdown staged for the camera. While all of this was happening, police reportedly discovered a black container holding 3 hand-rolled marijuana joints. That detail flew under the radar, while the arrest itself turned into a meme. But those details matter a lot. The internet laughed, cracked jokes, and moved on. But legally speaking, this isn't something that just disappears. Depending on how prosecutors handle it, this could turn into far more than a slap on the wrist. Even city officials weighed in. The Miami Beach commissioner openly mocked the situation, labeling Jack a professional instigator and making it clear that Miami isn't interested in being a backdrop for reckless internet stunts. The message was loud and clear. This city is not your content playground. Then came the plot twist. Just one day later, Jack paid a $3,500 bond, smiled for cameras like it was a red carpet event, and walked free. No visible embarrassment, no reflection, no pause. Within hours, he was back online, posting TikToks and casually giving advice about staying out of jail, as if he'd just finished a prison documentary instead of spending a brief moment in custody. 5 minutes locked up, and suddenly he's preaching life lessons. And honestly, that sums him up perfectly. Get arrested, go viral, bond out. Turn the chaos into content. But the footage circulating online explains why no one was surprised. The shouting, the refusal to move, the aggressive behavior toward officers. This wasn't bad luck or misunderstanding. It was behavior he filmed himself committing.
Chill. Go to the sidewalk now. Go to the sidewalk now. You want to go with him?
Funny.
Go to the sidewalk now.
It was real.
The relationship was real. We were talking for 6 months before I even showed my face on camera, and I didn't have an OnlyFans or anything. I actually didn't want to do it. I was so against it. It was against everything that I was, raised with, and it just really bothered me. But he told me he'd send me back home if I didn't, so I did it.
And here's the part people keep overlooking. The charges themselves are serious. Jack reportedly picked up 1 felony and 2 misdemeanors. Under Florida law, that felony alone can carry up to 5 years in prison, with the misdemeanors potentially adding more time. In theory, this could total up to 7 years. Now, is that likely? Maybe not. But the possibility exists, and that's why the internet latched onto it. The arrest wasn't what people were celebrating. It was the breaking point. Everything Jack has done over the past several months has been stacking, and the public finally snapped. A huge part of that backlash traces back to McKinley Richardson. This wasn't just relationship drama. Jack married her on live stream in Las Vegas in front of thousands of viewers. During the ceremony, he publicly brought up a prenup, not privately, not respectfully, but live in front of her father. Reports say her father was left devastated. That single moment pushed a lot of people over the edge. Later, McKinley made allegations that completely changed the narrative. She claimed Jack pressured her into creating OnlyFans content, presenting it as an ultimatum rather than a choice. According to her, if she didn't comply, he would leave her at that point. The situation stopped being internet drama and crossed into something much darker. She allegedly had to involve police just to retrieve her belongings safely, not to cause problems, but to leave without escalation. And that wasn't the only incident.
Oh! No! 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 Holy Michael. Are you okay?
There are multiple clips showing Jack instantly bolting behind security when things get even slightly real. Anytime confrontation stops being performative, he disappears behind bodyguards like a human shield. The pattern became impossible to ignore. The moment he's alone, the energy shifts. The gas station clip made that painfully clear. Without security, people started pressing him directly. That's the result of months of provoking strangers, disrespecting people for content, and relying on protection instead of accountability. Then Natalie Reynolds came forward with her own claims, alleging Jack pressured young creators into adult content platforms and attempted to take down accounts once they stopped generating profit. Jack denied the accusations, but by then the conversation had escaped his control. And then came the crash. Jack wrecked a vehicle so badly that his cameraman was injured. That incident became the final straw for Kick, which banned him immediately. No warnings, no second chances. From there, everything escalated. Then came one of the strangest moments yet, the CPS incident. During a live stream, a CPS agent and police showed up at his door over a report filed under his name. Jack doesn't even have a child. Whether it was real or staged, it added another layer of chaos to an already unstable situation. With felony charges looming and public scrutiny intensifying, every new incident just adds fuel to the fire. Plenty of people believe this is long overdue. Whether Jack actually faces serious consequences remains to be seen. But one thing is clear, the era of treating his behavior like harmless content is over. And we'll be watching every step of what happens next. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, because this story is far from finished.